Hello Internet, welcome to Tromsø Twilight, the channel where I, Vincent, talk to you, the void, about books, movies, music that I enjoy, find interesting, or a combination of the two. I'm just going to go on a quick rant today. The next book that I am reviewing is coming up in a few days is The Making of the Counterculture by Theodore Roszak. And he says something very interesting towards the end of this book. He says that man is replaced in all areas by the machine, not because the machine can do things better, but rather because all things have been reduced to what the machine is capable of doing. I'm here to tell Booktube that I think you should all stop using generative AI images on your videos, on your thumbnails, as gimmicks within the videos. In the past few weeks, I have seen several booktubers that I have admiration for who have made kind of COD sci-fi generative AI images that they've used as part of their video. And I find this basically disgusting on several levels. For one thing, it's environmentally indefensible. Every time you make a generative AI image, you use enormous amounts of power and you're draining water from parts of the world that are already suffering water scarcity, because that is where the tech overlords who run these companies buy land to put their data centers. So you're basically just frying the world to create your little kitsch joke image that you're then posting on your YouTube channel. That's number one. Number two is it's ugly. It looks like shit. If you personally had made this piece of art, you would not have put it out in the public sphere. But because you've expended no time and energy feeding prompts into an AI machine which has created this, and you have a plausible deniability, you can put it up on the internet, and the fact that it looks like ugly kitsch is not your fault because you didn't make it. So what you are doing is basically contributing to precisely what Theodore Roszak is saying, a situation where illustration, art, aesthetics, visuals is swiftly being reduced to the level that machines are capable of producing, and you are participating in this degradation of visual language. The third reason is that sci-fi covers are particularly easy to pastiche because they have a very recognizable style that we consider to be kitsch. I pulled two off my shelf just quickly before I'm making this video. I picked up The Forever War by Joe Haldeman. This is the Science Fiction Masterworks edition. You'll see this kind of building in the background that doesn't look like anything that's described in the text. One of the characters at the front, you've got this kind of moon here. Everything looks kind of slick. This, like a lot of other Masterworks covers, is done by Chris Moore. So there's a particular illustrator that did this and that did the cover of Flowers for Algernon that a lot of people have got with the mouse and the circuit board. Here I've got M. John Harrison's The Century Device. And this one I've picked because this looks a lot like the kind of stuff that you see people generating now. What you'll see is a kind of slick, ugly version of this with this red and yellow colors on people's YouTube videos, because a lot of old sci-fi novels use this kind of palette. So this is what you see people creating with generative AI, some kind of spaceship with a red background. I'm just looking quickly at this and I can't immediately see who made the artwork for this, but it may not even have been commissioned for the book. It might just have been bought, like a lot of these old sci-fi covers were. They're basically just paintings by people who liked to paint spaceships. And this was like a artistic genre in itself that, you know, might not be considered the most high art, but it is a very recognizable style that requires quite a lot of skill to create a version that is kind of convincing. And I would argue that most of the ones that people are making for their video don't actually pull it off. They just kind of reference this style. And what's most disgusting about this is that in order to be able to do that, AI has gone through the internet and scraped examples of people's actual work and just pastiched them together in order to create these ugly, stupid thumbnails that you are now posting on your videos. So it's basically the mechanized theft of artisan labor. It's the hastening of the destruction of the planet, and it's the swift degradation of visual language to a level of kitsch across the entire board that is happening everywhere in advertising, in film posters, and you don't need to be participating in it on YouTube just to get some kitschy, amusing image for your video. That's my rant. Thanks for coming. Please come back if you would like to hear me talk about the making of a counterculture.